Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and today we are going to be making this card here. It's a birthday card, and this is one of the stamp sets that is carrying over to the new catalog, but the ink pad that I'm using is retiring. So if this is something that you want to remake, make sure that you get your Sierra Sand ink pad. Let's see, I believe, yeah, the whole suite is carrying over except for the paper, which is typical. They usually do not. Okay, hurry up. Carry over paper very rarely. Designer series paper, specialty papers every once in a while they do, but usually not DSP. Anyway, enough rambling, sorry. So we're going to be making this card. So this is what I am using. Let's see. So I'm using Very Vanilla cardstock, and this piece is 8.5 by 5.5, and we are going to score it at 4 1/4. And I am using the thick Very Vanilla on this card. Then I need another piece of Very Vanilla, and this measures 2.5 by 4. A piece of basic black that is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And then a scrap of basic black so that we can cut out the motorcycle parts. Ready to Ride Designer Series paper, which is still available as of now, 4 by 5 1/4. Another piece that is 1 by 5 1/4. And then I have another piece for the inside that is 1/2 inch by 5.5, I believe. Yes, that's for the inside of the card. All right, so let's do a little bit of stamping here. Well, let's get my card base done. All right, so like I said, this is 5.5 by 8.5, and we are scoring this at 4 1/4. Put that over here so that I don't lose it again. All right, this will get folded in half, and we want to make sure we give it a good crease with our bone folder. All right, that makes it lie flat. All right, then we can add these. Let's get the stamping done though, so that that can kind of dry. All right, so I'm taking Sierra Sand ink. I am using the large motorcycle, You Are Legendary, and Ride On for a Good Birthday, and then this little for the envelope. Little tuft of whatever that is. Right. All right. All right. So when the stamps are this big, I like to take the ink to the stamp. Usually I do it the other way around, but when they're this big, I like to do it this way. All right. So it needs to go up a little bit more, but centered so that we can get the sentiment on it. So we will use this for the sentiment. So I'll make sure I get a good impression here. All right, not too bad. All right, then we're going to take this. That actually wasn't too bad. All right, while I have this ink pad out, I am going to go ahead and well, I was going to go ahead and just stamp the envelope if I can find it. Right here. It is right here. So I'm putting this on the front of the envelope. Right down here. All right, so then I can close up my Sahara sand and I am done with it. Okay, then I'm going to take my Memento Black and the You Are Legendary stamp set, or stamp. All right. And we're going to stamp that underneath the motorcycle. There we go. And then this gets put onto here. But before we do that, let's go ahead and I'm using this one right here on the black. And we will just run that through the die cutting machine. So I have a 1 and 2 2s. That's just going to go on there. And we'll run that through. Get my take your pick tool, get all these little bits out of here. All right. Just be careful when you bend them so you don't rip them off. All these little bits out of here. All right. Okay. And then this is another thing I could have used an adhesive sheet for. But we'll just put a few dots on key places and stick it on the front here. Okay. All right, then I'll take a pair of tweezers, and that kind of helps get it centered. A little bit. It doesn't match exactly, but enough. Stuck to my finger there. All right. I should have had it over just a hair more, but it is good enough. All right, so then this is going to go on the back of that. Layer these two together. All right. And then we'll take this and layer it on the front. And while I'm thinking about it, there were some corrections made, I believe, to the retiring list. So if you want to take a gander at that on the Stampin' Up! Website, just make sure that you get whatever that you want to get. I can't remember exactly what had happened, but there was a couple of changes that were made. All right, so now I'm going to take some black Stampin' Dimensionals here, put that on the back. Of my panel. If there are any questions that you have regarding the retiring list, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer them for you. You can email me, you can leave me a message down below, whatever you want to do. All right, so then that goes right on there. And then I took the rustic metallic adhesive backed dots, and I am putting a bigger one right here, and then two of the smaller ones right here. That didn't even make it on there right. Okay, so right there. All right. All right, then on the inside, I am putting that other strip of paper that I don't remember what I did with, that I just had. It's right here. That is going right at the bottom. And I am going to use glue on this so that I can get it all the way down at the bottom. This paper also has soft suede in it, so if you're going to be getting some of this paper, make sure you get the Sahara sand and the soft suede. I mean, you don't have to use those colors. You can use whatever colors you want. I'm just saying, if you want them to match, have more options. Alright. Then I am going to take my stamp and my Stamparatus. This is another thing that is retiring that I'm very upset about. So if you're wanting to get a Stamparatus, which is, in my opinion, the best stamping positioning, I'm going to do it this way, tool. Get it now. You just never know. All right, then I'm going to put that on here. Pick that up. Give it some black ink. And we'll do it again, just for good measure. Perfect. All right. All right, so that is the inside. Then we will take our envelope. I have a very vanilla envelope here as well. My glue. This is going to go right on here. And then we will take our snips. And just cut around. So we have our matching envelope. So here is our card. Here is the one that I made earlier. By request of my mother, she wants me to hold them up so that you can see them better. So here is what it looks like a little closer up. I have this one a little bit lined up a little bit better. That's why I'm showing you this one. I'm a little off up here, but I don't think anybody's really going to notice. So there you have it. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment below. I'll be happy to answer them. All supplies can be purchased through my online store at happystamp.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.